Warning, the stories you're about to hear are detailed accounts of shenanigans, pranks, and some mistakes that are meant to replicate the sort of discussions that veterans have when they reunite over a cold beverage and do not depict the professional daily actions of the military at large. We hope to make you laugh, but not to disrespect our proud men and women in uniform. Listener discretion is advised. Welcome to Cammo Comedy, where we take a humorous look at the lighter side of military service. We got a big show for you today, but before we jump into it, if you like what we're doing here, give us a subscribe, give us a follow, whatever they call it on your podcasting platform. And while you're at it, give us a 5-star rating, write us a review, as that makes us more relevant in the algorithm and boosts the overall visibility of the show. But word-of-mouth advertising is just so powerful, so if you tell some friends, I will love you forever. Okay, let's jump into the show. I am your host, Aaron Wolf. Joining me again today is Call Sign Showtime. Showtime, it's always a pleasure to have you in studio, man. Thanks for coming back.
Aaron Wolf. Showtime in the house, man. I appreciate you having me back.
Hell yeah, man. So I got a crazy story for you to start things off today.
Let's go.
So let me set the table here. It's important for everybody to understand what breaching is. So in the tactical world, what breaching is basically just answering the question of how a tactical team is going to make entry into a building wherever somebody's barricaded behind locked doors and things of that nature, right? Mm-hmm. Typically what you use for breaching is you can do anything from kicking in a door. You can use a battering ram. There's certain special kind of shotgun shells that are made to take out locks on doors. And you even have breaching charges that are made to either put a hole in a door, take out a door, or blow a hole in a wall, and you can go and make your tactical entry through those holes that they've made with the breaching charge,
Right.
So this story takes place in Afghanistan. The Army Rangers are teamed up with some British Special Forces guys, right? Now, they got some intel that some guys that they've been looking for are held up, barricaded in this building in a compound. Now, the Army Rangers are inside of the compound. The Brits are there with them. The lead of the story, we're going to call him Luke, okay? He's an U.S. Army Ranger.
All right.
Luke gets set up, and he sets a breaching charge on the door, and they're getting ready to make entry. Well, just then, one of the Brits kind of slaps Luke on the shoulder and says, "Oi, let us take it from here, mate." I can't really do a British accent all that well, so you got to forgive me. I do what I can.
Aussie for a second.
It sounded a lot more like an Aussie accent, but hey, we'll just roll with it. Yeah. Anyway, so this British Special Forces guy's like, let us take it from here. Yeah. And, they're doing a joint op, so Luke's not really thinking a whole lot of it. He's like, hey, if you guys want to run point on this, you want to breach, cool, more power to you. So they're not really thinking a whole lot about it. As they say this, the Brits kind of moved past them and start heading behind them. Again, not really paying that close attention. They were getting their game plan together anyway, so not everything was completely set in stone yet.
Right.
So all of a sudden, a few seconds after that, they're hearing car doors closing. Again, they're not really thinking a whole lot of this, right?
Right.
And, Luke is just kind of like, okay, so I guess they probably went back to their Land Rover and they're going to get a little bit of equipment or something like that, whatever they got to do. And just then, Luke starts to hear screeching tires, and he whips around and turns, and he sees that the Brits just loaded up in their Land Rover.
They dipped on
and they're just, they're barreling toward the building they're going to make entry in. So Luke kind of scrambles. He's like, this could go really bad. He takes the breaching charge off of the door they were going to make entry in, and he's able to kind of scramble just around the corner of this building right as he hears the Brits yell, "Tally-ho!" and drive right through the wall of this fucking building that they're going to make entry in. And man, I'll tell you what, the British Special Forces guy, they're going to work. You already hear people shooting. Yeah, people are loading out of the vehicle. It completely takes the Army Rangers off guard. One of his younger enlisted dudes goes, "Hey Sarge, they just drove through the building. What are we supposed to do?" So right now, we already established a second ago what is typical for how you breach to make a tactical entry, right? You use a battering ram, you got some breaching charges, you have a few tools in your toolkit,
right.
But not driving your fucking Land Rover through the wall to make entry. So just to paint the picture here real quick, they have the front half of the Land Rover is through the building, and then the ass end is out, right? So and they don't have the strongest brick, so it wasn't like it really fucked up their vehicle too much, but they're still trying to come to terms with what the fuck just happened here. Luke's just like, start helping them. So they're like scrambling to try to like slide, between the wall in the vehicle, and they're going to work. Like they're finding a job, right? They're finding wherever, whatever they can do. So I'm glad to say that this ended out to be a very successful raid. None of the Brits, none of the Army Rangers were injured or anything like that. Nobody was harmed in the making of this story. Like once everything's kind of dialed down and they're at mission complete, one of the British Special Forces kind of slaps Luke on the back, is like, "Oi, that was wild, wasn't it?" Again, can't really do a British accent, but you get nothing but love to the Brits out there, right?
Hey, Aaron Wolf.
Could you imagine that scenario?
I want to add to, bro, and you got to understand this, that you just described the best damn Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, I was actually going to bring that up.
When you said Tally Ho, I was thinking Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, yes. For those of you who don't know, there was a famous internet video of some guy. I was not a real big fan of World of Warcraft, but it was like one of these immersive multiplayer games that was all online, and like these guys, they've clearly done a lot of thinking and preparation, because they're talking about like statistics. They're getting ready to go in a dungeon or something like that with their team.
They're telling like all their supplies and weapons.
Yes,
all together.
They're going through all of the stats, like what our likelihood of success is, all this stuff. They go through about 2 minutes of this. One of the dudes on their team's like, "All right, time's up, boys," and he just yells out, "Leroy Jenkins," and he runs in, and it completely fucks up everything.
One of the guys is like, "Damn it, Leroy."
Yes, exactly, man. I mean, I'm glad to say that it did not turn out like that for this team.
Yeah.
But damn.
That's they were some that came to mind.
Now, from what we've been told, the Brits are a wild bunch. They are awesome, right? They're tough dudes. They like to fight, and they're pretty brave, as evidenced by this story, man.
Right. That's hilarious. That is hilarious.
I figured you might like that one, man. Shout out to the Army Rangers. Shout out to the Brits, man. We love you.
Shout out to the Land Rover.
Yeah, man.
Tough ass vehicle.
Still was running. Now, from what we were told there, from what they told us about this whole breach, is this was kind of like the softer block. It wasn't like a solid brick wall. This was like that mud brick and stuff. Still pretty solid. Like it stands for a long time. But they're just like, "Hey, we're gonna try something new today, boys."
We'll the Swiss made.
Now, I will say this too: when you're doing some of these night raids, I understand that the element of surprise is key.
Oh, absolutely.
There's nothing more surprising than a Land Rover just coming right through your living room.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like they're probably like getting angles on doors and windows, and like, all right, they're gonna come in through here.
Let's just knock the wall down.
Boom! We're just gonna drive right through the wall and have at it.
That's hilarious. I do have a unique story. I'm doing Stanley Val stuff.
Okay.
And
now that stands for standards and evaluations, right?
Where you're just kind of like making sure that these young airmen know.
It's like a quality control.
Yeah. Like, you know, they have to walk you through certain steps on how they perform certain functions.
Okay.
And and I had one airman come in, and we're gonna call Airman Socks. Airman Socks. Right?
Airman Socks. What's up?
And he's a peculiar individual. This individual, Airman Socks, comes into my office, and I'm going over some QC things with him. And I noticed something odd about this guy. Something was off, It was, at this point, my spidey senses were starting to tingle just a little bit. I looked down, and I'm looking at his boots, the ankle portion, the ankle support portion is a cloth-like material, right? It's not hard like the rest of the boot. So it softens up when you get from the ankle all the way up to the calf.
Gotcha.
And this portion looked a little bit off.
What do you mean by it looked off?
So, typically when you see someone with ankle supports, it's strapped tight around the ankle.
Yeah.
So this thing looked like it was broken, and he had shoved a broken ankle in a boot. It was swollen like twice the size. And I'm looking down, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck is wrong with your ankles, man? And
what was going on?
Well, he looks down and he looks back up. And he's like, I don't see what's wrong with it.
Oh no, I see where this is going.
It almost looked like elephantitis of the ankle, man. This thing is like swollen, and I'm like, are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm fine. And I'm like,
this sounds just
okay,
suspect as fuck.
Well, that's red flag number one for me.
Yeah. It seems like he's trying to get you off this topic.
Right. He's
like,
trying to change the subject.
Everything's
He's like,
cool.
I'm fine.
Everything's cool.
Can we just kind of stick to what we're doing? Like,
yeah.
No, I'm
like,
you
now
need to ice that thing.
I want to know.
Now I want to know. Like I said, red flag number 1. Well, red flag number 2 was the second ankle.
Yeah.
Looked the same. So now this dude look like he had 2 broken ankles sitting in my office, and I'm like, I cannot continue.
Right.
On with the QC. I'm fixated on this dude's. It is.
It's really taking your interest
like
that
trying
hard.
To shove 2 feet into one boot. You know, it's like something's up. Oh, I'm good, sorry. All right, man. If you say so.
Right.
So we were able to continue the QC, and now here's the kicker. At the end of the QC, the written portion, you have to perform an action portion of this.
Okay.
Which means everything that you stated in here, when we go through a certain exercise, you got to be able to demonstrate that those actions you can perform.
Sure.
Right? Like you said it, now you got to back it up, right? So we run these exercises with these airmen, and if I make some of them chase me down and wrestle me to the ground, you know, I want to see you perform this. Right. And this dude is out there running around.
Yeah.
It chasing me.
Was he like limping or anything?
No limp. No, dude is running. It's a little weird looking at it. It's almost like, okay. And he passes the exercise portion as well. Bruh, I cannot let this go. I'm the only person that noticed this, and I got the worst case scenario running through my fucking head. So I pull some of my comrades to the side and go, hey, I know you guys enjoying your meal, but there's something I want to bring to your attention. Right. Have anyone noticed airman socks, boots? No. Showtime, we haven't. What's going on? Well, when you get a chance, just take a quick gander and then just let me know what you think. Right. And holy shit.
Like, am I crazy here?
Am I crazy? Am I losing it?
Yeah, I need my peers to kind of back me up.
Right. So we had one high-ranking individual who's like, I'll go check it out. Yeah. You know, because I don't usually make these I don't statements about people around the day. So, so he walks out the room, goes into the training room where this individual is standing, and he goes, hey, Airman Socks, make your way over here. So he walks, what's going on, Sergeant? He looks down at his boots, he looks up at him, and he goes, what the fuck is up with your boots?
This kid's like, oh no, I thought I did such a great job.
It's in front of everybody in the training room. Oh shit. And he's like, nothing, Sergeant. And this is where it gets a little uncomfortable. Yeah. Because he goes, take them off. Yeah. And Airman Socks looked at him and says, no. Oh shit. And he said, excuse me? Okay. No. He said, I'm not fucking around with you. Take them off. Oh shit. And Airman Socks kind of like, just stares at him, and it's an awkward moment. Replies again, no. And now I'm like, oh shit. Now
we gotta know what's
now I'm looking for exits.
Yeah, right.
I'm like, something's definitely in his dude's boots
something's
now.
off.
So, and he's like, excuse me? He said, this is my last time telling you. Right. Take the fucking boot off now. Shit. So after a little back and forth, Airman Socks reaches down and he unstraps the boot. And we look at this dude's feet, and I'm like, all right, they look normal. Yeah. What's going on in his boots? What the fuck is going on? So he hands the boot to, Sergeant so-and-so who's standing there asking. And he gets the boot and he examines it like he's on a fucking bomb squad, like he's reluctant to peek in to see what the fuck is in there. Like, I don't want to blow my face off.
You guys are weirded out enough already. Right. Yeah.
And he peeks over gently and like carefully and like looks in the boot like, and he doesn't see anything. Yeah. But then he reaches his hand in the boot and he pulls out a rolled up sock. Okay. One. So I'm like, oh shit, my man is hustling methamphetamine.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
Because I've seen that shit before. You know?
I mean, it's not that common, but you see it.
You see it.
It happens sometimes,
bro. Yeah. I'm like, he got everybody doped up in here off the shit he got in his socks. Perfect stash, right? So he pulls out one rolled up sock, and it's not like your typical issued sock. It's like a church sock, real flat, dress sock type. So he pulls out one roll, He pulls out another roll.
Okay.
And he has like 18 rolled up socks.
What the fuck?
In his fucking boots.
All right. So he's got the drugs and individual.
Sorry. He's like, all right, well, let's unravel the sock.
Yeah.
Nothing in the unraveled sock. So,
oh my God.
So we look at him and we're like, all right, well, let's leave this this room. So we take him back into the office and like, why the fuck do you have 18 rolled up socks in your boots? He looks dead at Sergeant so-and-so and he goes, as I want to appear to be taller.
Oh my, you've got to be fucking shitting me. And this guy's average height. Yes. It's not like he's a short guy.
Bro, swear to God. He just looked at him. He's like, I just want to look taller. And I'm like,
no.
What the
So
fuck?
he was out there running around on tiptoes? That's actually pretty impressive.
Well, yeah.
You know?
No kidding. Because
like, he was doing it?
He was doing it. He looked odd as hell doing it, but it was like... It's almost the equivalent to like having the heels on in your boots.
Yeah.
Here's the crazy thing. The portion that I saw that looked swollen
that's not
and broken
the crazy part.
Was his heel protruding out the side of the boot because he had stacked so many socks in his boot. And I'm thinking in my mind, like, something's wrong with this motherfucker.
Yeah.
So, yeah, crazy story ever, bro.
That is crazy.
Hands down, the most craziest shit I've ever seen in the military.
That is a crazy mystery to
I don't know why I didn't even come to you with this story in the first place. It just kind of hit me like, oh shit, what about Airman Socks?
That's
but
a
anyway,
good story,
man, we fucked with that dude for the longest time after that, bro.
Oh, you have to, man.
And walking around.
How long was he doing that?
Bro, all damn day. All damn. Like, here's the crazy part. If you on your tippy toes, you know, you could manage that for like maybe 30 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But if I ran an exercise and I'm sprinting outside and this
on tiptoes,
he's tippy toes. Dude. In these boots, bro. I don't know how he did it.
All craziness aside, that's actually kind of impressive. I mean, I couldn't even stand here on tippy toes for the rest of the show.
My man calf stamina is exceptional.
Yeah, he was probably building up those calves. You know, he's got all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
But he wanted to look taller. I guess he felt like the taller he was.
He's raising a lot of red flags while trying to just appear taller.
Yeah, that's not what you want.
That's hilarious.
Not the attention you want, man. But hands down, I guarantee you, your listeners, you won't hear a crazier story than that.
Yes. Dude, that's an awesome story, man. So I got a quick and simple story for you. So check this out. So one of the things I love is shift workers because you got long hours and you are responsible for your own entertainment. So a lot of times people, go off script, so to speak, right?
Right.
So this story takes place in the late 1990s, right? So you've got a day shift, you got a night shift, and they're working 12-hour shifts, right? There was one guy who he was going to work a day shift and he's coming on to relieve night shift, right?
Yeah.
So the way that this building was laid out, so they had an orderly room area that was just kind of right here up front. You had a couple desks, and then you go behind those desks and you had a door. You go through the door and off to the right, there's what they called the locker room, right? So this locker room wasn't like your traditional locker room you would see in a gym that had showers and toilets and everything. It was really just for equipment, and you would take stuff that you needed for the day.
Right.
Just light equipment that wasn't, it was either your own personal equipment or it was equipment that had been issued to you, things of that nature, right? So it wasn't like a full-fledged locker room with facilities. That was private. That was different, right? Mm-hmm. So you got a day shift guy that walks in. He's about an hour or so early for work, and he goes through the door and he's hearing like this weird sound.
A clapping sound?
Yeah. He's like, okay. So he doesn't think a whole lot of it. So he's kind of making his way back to walk past these desks.
Yeah.
All of a sudden he hears this lady's voice. It's a deep woman's voice, right? And she's like, get out, I'm getting dressed. And he's hearing like this clapping sound. He's like, you know what? This sounds pretty consensual to me. I don't want to know.
Right.
And he just turns around and is like, I'm out,
Right. Someone's getting...
Yeah,
okay.
They were entertaining themselves,
Gotcha.
I think, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Never know exactly all of the details there, but it was just one of those, you're like, okay, note to self, don't come in a little too early for work.
That's amazing.
Get out, I'm getting dressed.
Way to end the
nice,
shift.
deep lady's voice. That doesn't sound like she's getting dressed.
Sound like she's getting dressed at all. Sound like someone's getting clapped.
Yes.
Bro, I have another one for you.
All right.
we're at TASER training, right? It's a whole day process, right?
Right.
Now, I've never been tased before.
Right.
I've run from the police in my my teenage years.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? At the end of this course, a written portion and whatnot, we have to go through either getting shot or taping the prongs on us to kind
of the taser, not like
taser.
with a gun.
Right. Get shot with the taser. Let me clarify.
Yeah.
Or you could just option out to have them taped on you.
Okay.
And you have to ride the lightning, as they would say. Right. So.
Tape it to like your nipples or something?
Well, not me.
Did anybody do that?
Maybe.
Definitely some freaky military folks out there, so you
absolutely.
never know.
So we're at that portion of the course where we have to get either them taped on or shot.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck it, shoot me.
Yeah.
And now here's the thing. I'm one of those guys where I have to go first. Because if I watch someone else do the shit... Yeah, I'm good.
You're like, I'm less likely to want to go through with this.
I'm less likely
watching other people
if I'm watching someone
suffering.
else, go through this misery. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and exit left.
Yeah.
So I get up on the stage, and we have this stage in our training room. The rest of the classroom, it's like 15 of us.
Wow.
And I'm like, let's go. And I got two guys one to the left of me and one to the right, holding my arms just in case. Well, my knees will, buckle, and I'll probably fall flat on my face.
Right.
So they embrace me so I don't fall. And I can hear the taser instructor in the back going, taser, taser, taser.
Oh, shit.
And then I hear a loud pop. And holy shit.
Yeah.
The prongs into my body, my muscles lock up, I lose damn control, and I'm like, I just sound like a billy goat, and I'm like taking, I'm trying to talk, but all the fucking air is sucked out of my body from the contraction of my muscles, right? Damn. Squeezing on my lungs.
Right.
5 seconds is over with. I come to, I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
That was intense, right? This is very painful. So they snatch the prongs out, and the prongs are like fish hooks, harpoon hooks,
Absolutely.
And they snatch them out, and I bleed out. I'm bleeding,
shit.
More so than most people. I don't know why.
Right.
Maybe you hit a vein. Who knows? Anyway, Master Sergeant Rainfall is standing on the back wall with his arms crossed. He's silent. But he's shaking his head left and right, like, nope. And, they go through, because keep in mind, we went in order, and he was supposed to be next.
Right.
This man gets on the stage, and right before, he's like, fuck this. Gets off the stage, looks at me and says, fuck you. Stands up against the wall again, crosses his arm, and he's like back and forth, nope, looks at me again. Fuck you. And these are his words. Gets back up on the stage again, and right before they start the taser, he's like, nope, can't do it. Gets off the stage again.
He sees like big Showtime really taking it and bleeding out. Yeah, he's intimidated
like,
now.
Nah, fuck that. He gets off the stage again. He does it like 3 times, and then finally he takes the full ride. He doesn't opt in for the tape. He takes the full ride. So he gets shots too. So. All right, that was my training experience.
Right.
But there was another individual.
Right.
Besides Showtime, besides Master Sergeant Rainfall. And what's a good name we can call this dude?
Why don't you call him Jeffrey? I think Jeffrey would probably be a really good name for him. Yeah,
Jeffrey. Let's go with Jeffrey.
All right.
All right, now Jeffrey is the oddest of them all.
Okay.
I mean, he's like, it puts the lotion in the basket.
Oh no.
And Jeffrey Dahmer high five, and he just gives off those vibes. Odd character.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure what his personal life was like. Maybe he was just an odd dude. Just an odd dude. Maybe there is no body underneath the basement. Maybe there is no cats buried. Maybe
find out after you go digging.
Well, yeah. But it's his turn to get tased.
Okay.
And it is like the most bizarre thing ever.
Okay.
Because he gives everybody these feelings. I'm from Chicago.
So he's a little odd duck to you, and you've seen some shit.
I've seen some shit. Like you don't walk in the alley with this guy and not want to reach in the pocket and act like you have a gun. It's like, all right.
Yeah.
So
you got your eye on this guy.
Right. He gets up there and it's his turn. And you hear taser, taser, taser. And Jeff has the most odd scream ever. And it's a moan, ladies and gentlemen. It is a moan.
So he was liking it.
It was. I'm gonna try to duplicate sounds.
All right, go ahead. He's enjoying it,
but
some people like that, man.
He's dry humping the air in the process, and it's so weird, man.
He's dry humping the air as he's getting tasered.
As he's getting tasered,
going
it's like I know the guys who hold him up like, man, I wish this is probably the longest 5 seconds of my life.
Yeah, no kidding.
So yeah, that's all I got for you.
Oh,
bro.
Dude.
Oh,
that's a weird ass.
Oh, Jeffrey.
We're going to be watching his crawl space.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for checking out the Cammo Comedy Show Podcast. If you like what we're doing here and you want to participate in this community, there are many different ways that you can contribute. First and foremost, tell somebody about the show. Word of mouth advertising is very powerful, and we really appreciate you for helping us out. If you have any funny military stories of your own or know somebody who does, with their permission, of course, you can contribute those stories via email at stories@cammocomedy.com. That's stories, STORIES, at CAMMOCOMEDY.com. Or if you're not too good at the internet, drop us a voicemail at area code 531-222-6146. That's area code 531-222-6146. That's right, we're giving away our phone number. We want funny military stories from all eras. So if you're not from a generation that's heavily online, we don't want there to be a barrier for participation. We have a lot of big plans for this show and building this community to support veterans. We will announce here soon, so stay tuned. All right, I'm going to go have a nice spicy bowl of chili. Later.